will get changed, right? So I've started the meet. I've started to record the meet. I want everyone to please switch on your camera. Just switch on your camera and mute your mic. So there are around 46, 47 of them have joined. Yes, I want the others also to join soon. Yes, so Lavanya is going to be the class representative for this semester. Yes, everybody please switch on your camera. Okay, today we are going to learn something about how to attend an interview. First of all, what is an interview? What is an interview?
First process in selection.
Yes?
First step in selection process.
Okay. Any other answer that you have? Any other thing, any other way you would like to put it? What is an interview? When does
Face-to-face
an interview happen?
interaction,
Yes?
face-to-face interaction between the interviewer and interviewee.
Very good, Pavitra. It's the face-to-face interaction between the interviewer and the interviewee. You are the interviewee, the person who's attending the interview, and the HR is the interviewer. Mostly every organization will be having a HR. He or she will be conducting an interview, arranging for the interview. There are different types of interview which you will see. Why this interview is required? Why is this interview required? After completing your degree, most of you aspire to work in an organization, right? Any organization, corporate organization, big one, small one, there are different categories, right? Yes, medium size organization, large size, small size, like that. So every one of you mostly go for job. So the first step to go for job is to prepare a resume. You should have a strong resume. Resume is nothing but your profile, which talks about you, what you are, what is your educational qualification, what are the degrees that you have completed. Yes, you can add your personal details also, like your name, whether you're single or whether you're married, how many languages you know. Your demographic details can be put up in a resume, right? So that resume you can put up in websites like Naukri.com, Monster.com. These are all job search engines which will help you to get or find a job very easily. All right, so this is going to be very useful for you once you complete your degree. Yes. So coming to the resume part of it, what and all are the things which so you have to have a strong resume, right, to get into the interview hall. Everybody sitting in the interview hall will be a degree holder like you. So only you complete your degree, you can go and apply for a job based on your qualification which you have taken up. Right. For example, you are all doing BBA, right? So after completing your BBA degree, you can go and work as a HR, you can work in a bank, okay, you can work as a customer relations officer. There are various posts which are available. Or if you want to go for higher studies, if you want to be very specific, you can go for MBA, you can go for MCOM, the PG courses, and then you can apply for a job. But the procedure remains the same. You have to prepare a strong resume which speaks positive about yourself. What is your profile? Where are you from? What is your positive aspect? You have to highlight. Supposing if you are a class topper or if you are a university rank holder in a particular degree, or in school if you would have done some service, some extraordinary service, if you have won something, some award or achievement, all those things you can put up in your profile. So this will be very useful to you once you complete your degree. Okay, so you should have a general knowledge. See, this orientation session is all about how you have to be, right? You have all joined BBA course. So what does BBA teaches you? Right? You will learn all the aspects of management. What is management? What do you mean by the term management?
Managing an organization.
Yes, management is the art of getting things done. Okay. So you have many people working under you. How do you get the work done from them on time? Whether you're working as a team or whether you're working as an individual, you will be going through and learning all these subjects related to management, like customer relationship management, principles of management, which talks about the basic aspects, how a team should be, what are the various functions of management, like planning, organizing, controlling, Yes, these are the various functions of management. So every semester you will be learning different subjects related to management. So once you complete all your 6 semester, that is a this is a 3-year degree course, right? You will be awarded the degree of BBA by University of Madras. So now coming back to the interview part of it, when you are going to attend an interview, you should have a strong resume. As I told you, it's called as a resume or biodata, or you can call it as a profile. Okay, nowadays people call it as a profile. Profile is what? Profile is nothing but a detailed description about you, what you are, where are you from, what is your family background. You can include, not in detail. Keep that in mind, that your resume has to be maximum 2 pages, not more than that. Nobody, if you write pages and pages together, nobody's going to read it, right? So it should be crisp, and what you want to convey, it should be highlighted in your resume. Clear? Highlight the positive aspects. If you have done some extra course or certificate course, you can put that in your resume. Or if you have rendered some service, if you have achieved some recognition, or if you have been received some award, all those details you can put it in your resume and make it as a strong one. So the first thing which the HR sees is the resume. Based on your resume only, you will be selected. Of course, you have different rounds. You have like something called as aptitude round. The first round of an interview is an aptitude round. Once you clear the aptitude round, there is something called as group discussion. These are the various stages. So interview is not just a face-to-face. Interview is the third part of a process. First part is you have to clear the aptitude round. Second one is the group discussion. One topic will be given. Supposing if filter will be older. That's having a degree. How you are learning, the other are also learning all the degree courses, right? If you are learning BBA, they might be learning BCom, but they might be also learning some other course from some other college. So it's a very competitive world, right? So every one of you are applying for a post, for example. There are around 500 candidates attending an interview. So how will the HR scrutinize? The HR has to scrutinize, right? Scrutinize is nothing but select or filter the correct candidate. How will he or she know you? Do they know you personally? No. So I should apply some technique to filter out the candidates which are not eligible according to their criteria. So what will I do? I will conduct an aptitude round. Aptitude talks about the general knowledge, what is happening in and around you. You should be updated. Okay, what is happening currently? What is the news? You need to update yourself. So every day, I want you all to go through newspapers every day. That will give you a whole lot of information on what is going around you. Try to read an English newspaper, any paper, whether it's Hindu or Times of India or whatever, Deccan Chronicle, any paper of your choice. But you have to update your knowledge always. Okay. So the first round is the aptitude round, which discusses your general knowledge. The second round is the GD, as I told you. Group discussion, one topic will be given. A general topic will be given. Do you think that women are better than men? Something like this. I'm giving you a general topic. I will put you into different teams. Each team will consist of 6 to 8 members. I will give this topic to a team and I'll ask them to discuss. That is why it is called as a group discussion. So they will discuss and they will try to come to some kind of conclusion. Okay, yes, men are better or women are better or whatever it might be. So what the HR will do is the HR will note who has started the discussion, who is arguing in the discussion, who has ended the discussion. All these aspects will be noted by the HR. So once, if you clear the aptitude round only, you will be allowed to attend the group discussion round. And once that is over, then you can go on to the next round, which is the interview. As you told me, it's a face-to-face interview. So everybody hasn't reached the interview round. Okay, you have to go through various processes. This is how you get a job. You have to undergo all these processes, even though you're a degree holder. Degree holder, everyone will be a degree holder. People sitting in that hall, interview hall, attending the interview will be a degree holder. How different you are from the others, that matters. Okay. So once you are through the, you'll go on to the next round, which is called as an interview. In the interview itself, you have different types of interview. I'll just share my screen now. I've got some content for you. I'll just share the screen now. Just confirm if my screen is visible. Okay, 1 minute. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Interview skills. So what is this interview skill? So what is it that you're going to do? Okay, what is interviewing? As you told me, it's a face-to-face interaction between people.
Interviewer.
So here they're telling you in the slide, what are the top 10 blunders? Blunders is nothing but the mistakes which you're doing when you're attending an interview. So these are the mistakes which a person normally does when he or she attends an interview. When you're not prepared, when you don't dress properly, when you have poor communication skills. So you should always, before attending an interview, you should always prepare yourself for the interview. You should know what company you're attending, how the company is, what is your future with the company, right? So if I'm getting selected in some company, for example TCS or Infosys or whichever company I'm applying, so for example, I've been through the interview, I've got through, I've been selected, right? So when I'm being selected itself, before attending the interview itself, I should gather some basic information about the company, how the company is, when it was established, who is currently the CEO of the company, what are the projects that particular company is undergoing currently. Okay, all these things will be available in the website of an organization. So whichever company you're going and attending an interview, what you have to do is you have to go to the website of the company first. Who is the CEO? Who are the board members? How many people are already working there? There are some companies which put up all these details in their website for the people to know, like how big their organization is, how many people are working in the organization, all those things. So what you have to do, the before day itself, you have to prepare everything and get the information about the company in which you are going to attend the interview, right? So that is the first thing. So the mistake here is you should not be ill prepared, you should be well prepared. Okay, the next one is dressing. Your dressing speaks, ma. Whenever you attend an interview, the way you are dressed, the HR of the organization, this is the work of HR. They notice candidates by looking at their face, by the way the candidate speaks, okay, the language the particular person uses. By with the help of that, they will be able to judge whether this candidate is suitable for my organization or not. Can you get me? So your dressing sense plays a major role. How neatly you are dressed, how nicely you are dressed, the way you are speaking. Only dressing sense doesn't matter, of course. The way you are speaking. What is your communication level? Whether you're poor in English communication or whether you're good or whether you're good in other language. See, English is a basic language which everybody has to know. For communication purpose, we use English. Even in corporates, people, even if they know different languages, they communicate in English only. Okay, so even if you do not know it or if you lack somewhere, please you what I would suggest you is you try to learn from now. This is a learning platform, right? Nothing wrong. We are all friends. You can learn, you can do something called as peer learning from your friends. Even if you make mistake, your friend will laugh at you, that's it. But once you go into the corporate world, if you're going for work, there you are not allowed to make mistakes. You should be very, very strong in your communication. You should develop, even if you don't have, no problem. Okay, try to develop. Learning is a never ending process. It's a continuous process. You should never stop learning. Though I'm a staff today, I'm your teacher, but I have an open mind to learning. I should never stop learning, right? That should be the attitude of an individual. So these are all small tips which will help you to learn. So dressing plays a major role, then communication, as I told you, and try to switch off the mobile phone. These are all basic etiquettes. Etiquettes is nothing but certain mannerism which you have to follow when you're attending an interview. Now you'll ask me, ma'am, why are you talking about interview right now? See, from now itself you have to start. Why I'm giving you this, why I've chosen this topic is, ultimately most of you, whoever has chosen BBA, this particular course, would be wanting to go and work after the completion of the degree. So that time nobody is going to train you, right? Nobody is going to teach you. You have to do like this, you have to prepare like that, this is what it is. Nobody is going to tell you, right? You have to learn. You have to learn by learning, by observing the others around you. Okay, so that is the reason why I'm explaining you now. This is definitely related to your subject. You have all these questions in your forthcoming, whatever subjects you're going to learn. For example, in the next semester, you will be learning something called as business communication. In that subject, you have this question: what is the different types of interview? There are different types of interview. We only know that interview means sitting and attending. They'll be asking questions. We have to answer. No, it's not like that. Of course, interview is you will have two people, face-to-face interaction. The HR will ask and you have to answer the questions asked by HR. They will simply ask you, why did you choose our organization? Or if I select you for my organization, what is the benefit which I'm going to get? What is the benefit the company will get? What is the value that you will be adding to the company as a resource, human resource? Human resource means people working in the organization. If I choose you for my company, for example, I'm running a company, I'm choosing any 2 or 3 of you from your class. So I will ask you, what is the value that you will add to my company? If I choose you, what is it that you will do? How my company will be benefited by selecting you as an employee? I will directly ask the candidate. So you should be in a position to answer well. Apart from the degree, you should try to develop the other skills. Go for some certification courses. Okay, apart from this, you have something called as Tally. There are so many other certificate courses apart from the degree which you are learning. Right here, even in our college, we are offering. So when you get that opportunity, you have to grab it. Don't think that this is very costly, I'll not be able to do. No, try to get it when it's given to you. Right, certification apart from the degree, the other certificates, all that matters when you go and attend an interview. Okay, so people seated there, the 500 people or 100 people or how many ever it might be, the candidates, everyone will be a degree holder. How you are different from the others, that matters. Right, so not only certificate courses, the skill, if you have that also, you can put up in your resume. All right, so the next one is don't talk too much. You should not talk too much. When you are asked to speak, you should speak. Right, and don't give wrong answers. If you don't know something, you can just openly tell that you do not know. Okay, you should not give wrong answers by showing that you know everything. No, that's a mistake which people usually make. All right. The next one is prepare for the interview. As I told you, research about the company. Go and find out. Tomorrow, if I'm having an interview, at least 2 days before, I need to do some small research about the company. When the company started, who's owning the company, what is the company related to, which sector, whether it's into manufacturing sector or service sector, what is it that they manufacture, whether they manufacture products or they are into building some kind of softwares, whatever it might be. Okay, and you should update yourself, update your paperwork. All right, so is it like only me talking and are you all listening? I've
Yes,
shared
ma'am.
my
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
once I
Yes, ma'am.
complete this, I'm going to ask you
Yes,
what is
ma'am.
it that I spoke. What is it that I spoke? I am going to ask you. Right? So keep your eyes and ears open. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Anticipate, practice the interview questions. So 1 or 2 interviews, if you attend, you will come to know that what are the questions which they usually ask in an interview. I'll try to play a small video at the end of the session which talks about what happens in an interview session. What are the questions the candidates are asked, how they answer. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Anticipate and practice. Anticipate is nothing but
Yes,
predicting
ma'am.
what kind of question the HR can ask me. I should predict. So if I've attended 1 or 2 interviews, I'll have some knowledge. Okay, this is what they are going to ask me. I should be prepared. So as a HR, I'm asking you, why did you choose my organization? What will you answer? I'm the HR. I'll give you one situation where I'm the HR of the organization. You are the candidate who's attending the interview. And if I'm asking you, why did you choose my organization? How will you answer? Tell me. Just unmute and speak. Any 1 or 2 student? Girls, are you listening?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell
Yes,
me,
ma'am.
I'm selecting you. I'm asking you, why did you choose my company? What will you answer?
I find my good
Ma'am.
future in your organization.
Yes?
I find a good future in your organization.
Very good. You find a good future in my organization. That's why I've chosen your organization. Any other idea, any other views?
The review of your
Ma'am, good salary.
organizations are good.
Of course, good salary. Salary plays a major role. Everybody works for that. Fine. That is also one of the main aspect or one of the important aspect for choosing a particular organization. Then,
I like to work
The
in your
review of
company.
yes, you're ready to work. So only if the salary part is discussed with you, you can give that as an answer. So if I'm not discussing the salary part, initially you're coming and sitting in front of me, I'm asking you, tell me your name, give, introduce about yourself. This is the basic question which is being asked in any interview, right? Introduce about yourself. Tell me about yourself. It's a general question. So how to answer that question, you should know. See, you should not tell this is course, you have to tell name, the degree, that is what degree you have completed, BBA or whatever it might be. You are all into BBA, but if you belong to any other group also, you have to just mention that you have completed your BBA at so and so college. You can, suppose if you are a university holder or something, rank holder, okay, you can just mention that. You can add that while you're talking, giving an introduction about yourself. Okay, that you have scored this much, or you're the university rank holder, you're the class topper. All right, that can be mentioned. And then the HR will ask you, okay, why did you choose my organization? So here there is no salary part, right? So directly I'm asking you, why did you choose my organization? Means you should be in a position to say that, yes, I have heard about the organization. It's a branded entity. That is why I chose to work here. I have applied here and I'll be interested to continue if I'm being selected for this particular post. Like that, you have to speak. Okay, so the HR wants to basically know, why did you choose this organization? So this is how you should answer. You should not tell that my friend referred me, that's why I came here. I saw the ad in the newspaper, that is why I applied. You should not give answers like that. Clear? They will reject you immediately. They will not tell you, but once this round is done, once the interview round is done, they will shortlist the candidate, right? So only the shortlisted candidate will receive the offer letter through mail. They will not ask you to come in person and receive the offer letter. Nowadays, everything is through mail. It's all a digital world, right? So only the shortlisted candidate. So here, if you're what you speak, each and every word that you speak matters in an interview hall. If you speak something like this, immediately you will be rejected, and you will not be informed also that this is why you are rejected. Okay, right? So if you have gone through the interview, if you are selected, you will know that you have performed well. That is why they selected you. Okay, but if you are rejected, nobody tells you why you are rejected. So you should know before speaking, you should think, and then you should speak. What am I speaking? Whether it will help me in the whatever I'm speaking, whether it will help me to fetch the job or it will help me to lose the job. So you should be very, very clear. So anticipate and practice the interview question. That is what they're telling you. See, if you have attended 2 or 3 interviews, by that time you will be knowing, okay, what is a mistake that you're making every time. So the next time you should not repeat it. Then there is something called as commonly asked job questions. This is what I told you, why do you want to work for our company? What are your future career plans? This the HR will ask you. Okay, why do you want to work for my company? If I'm the HR of the organization, I will ask you, why do you want to choose my company? Okay, what is the future that you see in my company? Today, if I'm selecting you as an executive, what is the future that you expect in my organization? Clear? So what is the future career plan? Then I told you, tell me about yourself. Tell me something about yourself. This is a very, very basic question. What is it that you will tell? Just now I told you, you can mention your name, the place where you belong to. Okay. If they ask you your family background, you can mention. Okay. Otherwise, it is not required. Or you can highlight the languages. If you know many languages to read, write, and speak, that you can even mention in your resume also. Yes. Why did you choose this particular? So, for example, I'm doing my BBA and then I'm entering into the tally, that is the accounts field. Why am I choosing that field? The HR can ask me. Then I should be in a position to answer. I'm interested in accounts. That's why I chose to learn tally. That's why I chose to do the certification in this particular program. I have planned to do a certificate course and I've completed all those things. You can share. Describe a past work situation where you encountered a problem. This is for people who are experienced. It is not that only freshers attend an interview. You should keep that in mind. It's not only the freshers attending the interview. It is also the experienced employee. Now, I've been working in this college for the past 12 years, right? So like that, there are so many people working in so many different organizations, right? So even the experienced candidates, they also encounter this interview type of subject where you have to answer. They might ask you, the interviewer might ask you, what is the reason, or what is your past experience, something which you would like to say. Okay, so any category of employee who has been working for example, company X for about 5 to 6 years, and then he plans to move to company Y. Okay, so there for company Y, he is a new person, right? So that company Y HR can ask him, what was your previous company experience? Just share. What is it that you would like to highlight about the previous organization where you worked? What are the problems that you encountered? How did you tackle those problems? These kind of questions will be asked for experienced people, not for freshers, of course. Okay, if you're a fresher, you will be asked based on that. So what is it that you expect from our organization? What do you aspire to become? What is your future? How do you see our company to be? All those basic questions they will ask you. But if you're an experienced candidate, the questioner, the type of questions itself will be different. Okay, let's not discuss about that right now. Since you are freshers and you will be going for the first job, you should know what are the etiquettes which has to be followed when you're attending an interview. Here they are giving you some tips like what is a successful interviewing strategy? How do you win an interview? Win in the sense, how do you get selected in an interview? If you speak all these things, if you follow these points, you will definitely get through the interview round. You will be selected for the interview, right? So here are, can you see the screen?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
They're giving arrive early. All those things has to be followed for sure. Okay, arrive early. You should never be late in an interview hall. Supposing your name is called and you're not there, that is a very bad sign. Okay, so before your name is being called, you should be sitting there in that particular place. All right, these are all small tips which will help you to get through an interview very easily. Be courteous. Courteous means what? What do you mean by the term courteous? What is courteous? Courteous? Yes. Courteous is nothing but being polite. So when I'm entering the room, these are basic manners, right? I think in your school also you've been taught. When you're entering inside the classroom, what do? If the teacher is already in the classroom, what is it that you do when you're entering in the room?
May I
May I,
come in?
you're getting an excuse and then you're coming
Ask
in, right?
permission.
Yes, you have to ask permission and then you have to come. The same thing has to be followed in an interview hall also. If the HR is sitting there, yes, may I come in? That's it. Right? Many people forget to do that. If the door is locked, if the door is closed, what you should do? These are all basic mannerism. Nobody is going to teach you. You should be knowing all this by now. You are all 18. Some of you are 17. Fine. But then you are all matured. Okay, nobody is a kid now. You have all completed your plus two and you have joined in a degree college where you will be getting a degree. Right? Yes. So what you should do? You should ask excuse and then you should come in. If the door is closed, you have to knock the door and come in. Don't just push the door and enter inside. That's very bad. Okay. So these are all basic small things in life which we forget, but people notice. The class teacher notices. If you're entering inside, just wish the teacher, just greet the teacher. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is. Okay, these are all basic courtesy things which you have to follow. Okay, here you have to follow because you're attending an interview. I'm talking in general. Yes, you have to be very polite. You should not be rude. Okay. Yes, so that is what is the meaning of the word courteous. What to bring? What is it that you will carry along with you in an interview hall? Paper to jot down the names. Okay, always try to have a scribbling pad with you and a pen. If something is being told, you're supposed to note it down. Right? Then what and all is given here? Several copies of your personalized cover letter and resume. Resume means what? What is a resume?
Profile.
Yes,
Profile. Profile.
yes, very good. It's your profile that talks in detail about what you are, what are the things that you have completed, what's your qualification, where do you reside. Okay, your family background, if you want, you can mention the languages that you know. All your positive aspects will be highlighted in the resume. Clear. A portfolio with evidence of accomplishment. This is for people who have already worked in some organization and then are moving to the other organization for getting a job. So they can attach the accomplishment. Accomplishment is nothing but the achievement. In the previous company, he or she would have been acted as a team leader. For that, if he or she has any proof, that can be attached. All right. Along with the resume. For interview success. So how you have to dress. So how a man has to dress and how a woman has to dress. Clear. So if it's a man, you have to be clean shaved. If it's a woman, you have to be pleasing personality. You should not overdress. Okay. You should use mild colors or whatever dress you're wearing. It should be not, it should not be very dark. Cut the nails. All these are small things. Turn off your cell phone. These are very basic things which nobody is going to teach you. Okay, you have to learn it by yourself. You have to learn. So only if you make a mistake you will learn. No, it's not like that. You can also learn by watching some kind of videos which will tell you or give you information on how to attend an interview. That's what I'm going to play at the end of the session. participate in your interview. That means, supposing if the HR is talking to you, you should not keep your mouth shut. You should open your mouth and you should speak. Okay, this is what a HR expects. They really want to know what you speak, how you speak, whether you're rude in speaking or whether you're polite in speaking. All these aspects, or while speaking, whether you're fidgeting with your hand, fidgeting with your leg, all these things also will be noted by the HR. The HR people will be very, very sharp. By looking at the candidate, by speaking to the candidate for 5 minutes, they can judge whether the candidate should be selected or should be rejected for the post. Okay, so you have to be very, very careful and you have to give honest answers. If you don't know something, there is nothing wrong in telling don't know. I do not know. Sorry, I have no knowledge about this. You can just say that small statement. Sorry, I have no knowledge about this. Okay, so that shows that you're a very simple person. If you don't know, you don't know. You will learn. All right. So be honest and give complete answers. Be positive about yourself and your past experience if you have any experience in the organization. Avoid 1 or 2 word responses. So you have to respond it in a sentence. You have to you should not just say yes, no. That will irritate the opposite person. Okay, paraphrase a question to avoid misunderstanding. So if you are not understood anything what the HR is asking, you can ask again. Okay, limit the response to 30 seconds. Don't think too much to give the answer. Whatever you know, you have to just speak. Okay, if I'm asking you something, you should not think too much. Immediately you should give the response. Whether it's a positive or a negative, the response should be instant. Yes, emphasize what you have to offer the company. That's what I told you, in the very beginning. The HR will ask you, why should I choose you? I have 100 other people waiting in the waiting hall, and one by one I'm going to conduct the interview. So what is it the main or the important point? Why should I select you? If I select you, what is the value that my company will get added by selecting you as a employee? That you should be bold enough to speak that. Hey, then participate in your interview. Use positive, verbal, non-verbal. Non-verbal is what? Verbal means I'm speaking to you right now. Non-verbal is what? Non-verbal is what? Your body language, the way you are. If you're sitting and attending, I'm asking you a question, you're continuously fidgeting with your hand, looking here and there. It shows that you're not interested in what the opposite person is speaking. You should not be like that. That speaks your body language. All these are small cues which will help the HR to either select a person or reject. You should always have an eye contact. Eye contact is what? When I'm talking to you, you should look directly into my eyes and speak. You should not look down. Okay, these are all basic mannerism. When I'm talking to you, look at me and speak. Don't look here and there. I'm talking to you, right? So that should be followed. Then sit up and lean forward. Don't be sitting and leaning at the back if you're sitting in a chair. Try to lean forward. Then avoid crossed arms. Crossed arms is what? Folding your hands and sitting. Please don't do that. Let your hands be loose. Use head nods and alternative facial expression. If they ask you yes, so you have to just nod your head and say yes. Okay, so these are all small basic tips that has to be followed. There's something called as follow-up. Follow-up is what? You have attended the interview, you have still not received the information, whether you're being selected or you're being rejected, you have not yet received the information. Yes? So what you should do? You can give a call to the HR or send an email to the HR to know your status, right? What is the status? All right. And based on that, you can take a decision. Supposing if they reject you, they'll tell, no, you have demanded for a higher salary. Sorry, our company is not in a position to pay this much for the fresher or something. They will give you an answer for sure if you are rejected. Okay. Or you can ask and find out what is the reason for rejection. They might not tell you, but if you want to know, you can do that. Clear? So are you clear with all these things? You clear with this concept? I'll stop.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so how was the session?
Yes, ma'am.
These are all general things now which I've explained just now, right? What I want you to do is, it's a 5-minute activity. What I want you to do is, I want you to take down a paper and note down what and all I've explained just now. I've shared the screen and I've explained you, right? So I'll call anyone, I'll call out your name and I'll ask you, what is it that you have learned from this particular session? Not a kind of feedback, but I just want to know what is it that you have understood. Here, I'll give you 5 minutes time. and I want you to do it. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
It's a small activity. Good that 61 have joined. I do not know what about the remaining students. Yes, what about the remaining girls?